Yes.
how do you decide what voice to do for each character?
How do I decide what voice to do for each character? I mean, that's one of the fun parts for sure. But I mean, I would say first and foremost, the text obviously informs that most of all, because you obviously describe them more often than not in some way, um, or the dialogue is descriptive as far as who they are as a person, and so I glean from that. Oftentimes, you say they're from Scotland or they're from Ireland, obviously, so that's a no-brainer. But as far as the accent goes, but character-wise, it's really just it's really the text. It's really the dialogue. It's really how they speak to the people in the scene and respond, and that informs the lilt of their voice, or whether or not they're a bright person or a dark person, or heavy or skinny, or you know what I mean? Like you can sort of get a sense of that quite often, especially obviously for the larger characters. So anyway, I mean that's the fun for me. Obviously, I narrate in a way that sort of, I'm acting out all the parts as if in a film, as if I'm the actor in a film playing all the roles. So um, I have fun with that. I have fun with that. Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
I may as well ask you the same thing. Um,
Uh-oh.
I mean, I have it easier than you because you've already written this, and so you're giving me a script.
Right.
But how do you come up with your characters more often than not?
How do I come up with my characters? They just kind of come to me.
Are they people that you know or that you've met? Are you thinking of a specific person more often than not, or is it more often fantasy?
Um, I hear them talking to each other in my head. Yes, I hear voices. um, and there's some characters that are based on someone I know, like Uncle Nick is a lot like my father.
Mm.
Um,
But
um,
Danielle, especially, I mean, is she based on one of your daughters or a conglomeration of your?
Danielle, I was trying to make someone who was relatable. There's there's parts of her that are like me, but there's parts um, where she's not like me at all. I wanted her to really be intrigued by this old-fashioned world, but she's really from a modern world. So I wanted her to be relatable to girls her age, so 19-year-old girls. And so in some respects, her thinking is more modern. But I also wanted her to appeal to Ethan, who's from this Victorian era. But I also didn't want her to be a pushover, and that's why I made her a black belt.
Do you think you're a pushover in real life?
I think I am.
Do you think you are? Yeah.
I try not to be a rug, but sometimes I still get walked on. I keep a witch hat in the closet, and
Fair enough. Yeah.
occasionally I pull it out.
Nice, nice, nice. And a black belt you pull out every now and then, like
I don't have a black belt, no. My daughters do.
really?
Well, the two
Wow.
oldest do.
Nice.
Yeah. All characters sort of have to have certain quirks, fears, and I maybe took a few real fears and kind of exaggerated them for her.
Hmm.
um,
Spiders, is that one of
yeah,
them?
my girls hate those too. But, and I think that's kind of a general consensus with most women. But
True. I guess that's true. What about the fear of getting lost? That's another big one for her. For Danielle, for the character.
that's probably one. exaggerated a little. I'm really good at getting lost, actually, even with a GPS. Hmm. Yeah.